You've been working hard on your movie there, Tom. Gus put out, hoping to engage me a little bit. Actually, I'm doing a letter to my representative. Oh yeah? Your rep in Congress? Yep. His name's Weinkoff, I replied as I continued to write. What's it about? A letter of protest? Gus replied condescendingly, slightly annoyed with me as well. I seemed not wanting to be disturbed, and I was writing something political, quote-unquote, wasting my time. In a way. Is it about Iraq? Not really. I include it, but that's not the main focus. What is? Human beings. Huh. That's a pretty big subject, kind of massive to tackle in a letter to your representative that only his secretary is going to read, if that. Hopefully he'll read it, and if not, then someone else. And if not, his trash can will. It'll be his loss then. So what are the specifics in your letter on human beings? Well, I said, gathering my thoughts, putting the notepad and pen down, I got a letter with some silly card from the sky, or his office, a while back, and it pissed me off. I wanted to respond. What got you so angry? Gus said, condescending again. You probably wouldn't be interested. It has to do with politics, I responded defensively. I see, it's above me. I don't think it is. Tell me already. So, Representative Weinkoff sent me this card about how strong he is on defense, how much he supports Bush on the war on terror, the invasion of Iraq, and so on. Then the letter goes into how he was disturbed to the core by internet porn, when his daughter could get into these sleazy websites, and how he plans to wage a war on pornography. He called pornography a social terrorism, and said people who deal in pornography are terrorists in that way. Maybe they are, Gus said simply. Sure, I replied dismissively. How do you know? Maybe the guy's onto something. What? Stupidity? He's just doing his job, and he's a family man. Doing his job? He's not doing his job. He's my representative, and he's not doing that. What? Representing. But he's representing the majority of the people in his district. You're one of many, dude. He's not doing that either. Most people aren't like you, Tom. Everybody's the same. People are paranoid about terrorism, and parents are paranoid about pornography. He's doing his fucking job. What do you think are the most important things to people? Love? Relationships? Finding out who they are? Their emotional life? How to deal with the existence they're in? How to deal with their human condition? What's the complexity to their natures and how to better understand that? Those are important, and your rep thinks so too. No, he doesn't. Now you know he doesn't. You know he's full of shit. I don't know the guy. Look, you being a Cassavetes fan, I'm not a fan. Stop jerking me around, I said, laughing, frustrated. I'm not jerking you around, Gus answered seriously. Okay then, Cassavetes is one of your favorite human beings. Let's just say that, okay? Yeah, he is. What's your point? He definitely wouldn't be wasting his time writing a letter to his politician. Why do we like Cassavetes? Because he confronted people's insecurities and took the time and energy to put it on the screen. Like all true existentialists, Don't say that! Those are fucking fighting words. He wasn't no goddamn existentialist. Whatever you want to call him, he understood life was short. And the only real certainty any of us have is this life we're living is worth it. We can't waste it by not confronting it. Life's too precious and torturous to ignore it. Cassavetes did it by throwing himself into emotions, into relationships with people, into fun, play, humor, pragmatism, all that. Some people, I'll just call them existentialists for lack of a better word, do a different kind of confrontation with life, but they're still confronting it head on like Cassavetes did. Probably not the people you're thinking of, but okay, keep going. And when my representative is telling me what he thinks are the world's greatest concerns, I think he's full of shit. He's running away from his own insecurities, his own troubles, his own doubts, his own feelings as an individual and of our society, and focusing like everyone does on the war on terror, the war on pornography, the stock market, the weapons industry, and so on. What he's basically doing, and what all politicians, the media, and everyone else in authority, and all of us are, as citizens, are complicit in, is distracting the attention away from the important thing, us. A true representative would represent our complicated emotions of troubled minds and make sure that's where you lost me. Troubled minds isn't important. You can't disconnect yourself from your brain, Gus. But you can disconnect from your feelings by focusing on your intellect. And the intellect is bullshit. It's just mental masturbation. That's where I part from you and Cassavetes. There's nothing wrong with being intellectual. And as much as you deny it, you have an intellectual side to you too. If I do, that's the bad side. Alright, anyway, what a representative should put first and foremost on his or her agenda is the human side of things. The emotions or the intellect, whatever. Put that on the table and discuss that. A representative should be challenging his people, make them question things, look at themselves, doubt, search. He should be pushing for a more personal and philosophical way of life. He should be a true leader. Maybe he is. Now you're just being a troublemaker. Tom, you're talking about a politician. It's not the responsibility to do what you're talking about. And it's never going to happen anyway. It will if people want it to. If they don't, it won't. Society will continue being about money, about buying things, about possessions, homes, cars, the latest cell phone, the latest computer, the latest gadget. It'll continue being about social status, ambition, power, fitting into your own little secure corner. It'll continue being about security, being secure from the devil, making everyone run to church, temple, or a mosque, from terrorists, making everyone run to their governments, from pornography, from being ugly, from whatever. People will continue being safe, boring, ignorant, and enormously destructive in the end.